Hello everyone and welcome to my Travian Tournament series. Officially this is episode 2, but obviously in my first episode it was just kind of a quick intro. So technically this is kind of my first episode of this series. And before I actually get into talking about the account and what has been going on for the past few days, I was going to say because it's still early days, um, I'm not going to be uploading that frequently. So I'm planning to do about 1 to 2 videos a week maximum. Max 2 is the max. Probably at this stage, probably 1 video a week is quite enough, because at this stage nothing much is happening. I'm just simming, building troops, and if I keep doing that in every single episode, it gets really boring and I don't want my videos to become a bore. So yeah, I won't be uploading things that frequently, but I will try to be consistent and to just bring continuous content for you guys. So let's get into the video. Okay, so as you can see, my name is Travian Daily. As you can see here, my hero. And before I go into this specific account, I just want to go over some general details and other stuff about this entire server. So if we go into statistics, we'll see that I'm currently ranked in the top 2000, which is, I think, which is able to qualify me for the finals, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that. Correct me if you think otherwise, but I think if I'm in the top 2000, I will qualify for the finals. And also, because I still quite a bit of work to do at the moment, I'm not playing that intensively, so I'm just playing casually. And so at this stage, I think being in the top 2000 is acceptable. It's not fantastic, but it's acceptable. Going to attacker, I've done 0, so I'm ranked 6,000 something, which is the same for defender. I haven't done anything. If we go into alliance, I'm not doing anything. But Hellas DT, which if you played in the last finals or watched my videos on last year's tournament, you realize they are one of the very big alliances in the tournament and also in the finals. So Hellas DT, it'll be cool. It's cool to see them again. Again, this year I'm in the southwest, so Hellas DT won't really be affecting me that much because they're in the southeast. Okay, so which alliances will make a difference? So I'm in the southwest, and alliances based in the southwest include Headhunters, HH, and Enigma. At the moment, I haven't been really looking into these alliances, so I only know that Enigma and HH are in the southwest, and HH is becoming quite a big alliance. They've got quite a few. It's becoming kind of a mini meta, if I can say that. So they are forced to be reckoned with. So we'll keep an eye on HH. Now we go into general details about this server. You'll see that there are 12,000 people registered, which is actually quite a lot. If you think back to last year, there was about 6,000, 7,000, if I remember correctly. So this is quite a good number. However, I have some doubts about whether all these players are legit. I kind of have a feeling that Travian Games is just spawning random villages and accounts to act as farms. So maybe a small proportion of them aren't actually real players; they just spawn there so that people can farm on them in case they're too little people. And I'll explain why I think that. And to finish off with the statistics, we'll go into plus. It's obviously about our own account. Number of troops, we don't have that many. As you can see, about 100, a bit more than 100, which isn't quite that many, but it's early days, so we'll do a bit of a simming. Resources again, it's just, there's the typical thing, standard, we're just rising, standard, rather than just casually rising up there. I know it's slowed down a bit here, but that was because I need to build up my residence for my second village. So yeah, this just took a bit of time. Rank, obviously, on the first day, a few days, went down really quickly. And then in the days where I was building up my residence, it obviously kind of fell back up to nearly 5,000. But once I got my village, a second village, Lothlorien, on the 9th, it fell down really rapidly. And obviously I haven't done any killing because I haven't been attacked, and I haven't attacked anyone because I'm kind of a defensive player. So let's go back to why I think that Travian Games have spawned random accounts that are computer controlled. Firstly, because of this number of troops killed at 0. I've lost BP for quite a few days by now, and no one has attacked me. and I never had that in all my days of playing Travian. Even if you're a you're a good defensive player, you will be scouted by someone, and they'll scout you, and if they fail or they realize you have a lot of troops, they won't farm you. But on this server, that has not happened yet. Nothing has come to my village. No one has attacked me. No one has scouted me whatsoever, and no one has messaged me either, uh, which is kind of weird because there are a lot of players in the region, and if the neighbors tend to just message each other just so that if you're on friendly terms, you won't attack each other, and so it's a bit of a mutual benefit. But that hasn't happened either. So I'm just feeling that a lot of those accounts are empty and then there's no one playing on them. And another kind of proof is if we go into the map, if it actually loads, you'll see that there are quite a lot of players around me. And obviously these two are my villages, Gondor and Lothlorien. And you can see here there are quite a lot of villages. However, if we go into the reports, surrounding reports, nothing much happens. Even the nearest thing is at 5 at an Atar village. And this is just a new spawn, so as you can see here, nothing really happens. But there are so many accounts, and they're not that big. Only a few are over 250, like Gondor. But more should be happening, but nothing is happening. So again, that's why I think a lot of these are empty accounts, because nothing is happening. And lastly, I'd like to go back to the maps to look at the overview of the whole server, just before I go into the specifics of my account. As you can see on the mini-map, if it loads, come on, you'll see that a lot of the players are in Southwest. You can see the distribution is weirdly shaped, because normally you'd have a bit of a bulge up in the north and a bit less players at the bottom. However, it's been really different this server, and with lots of players in the Southwest, which again makes me doubt whether any of these players are actually genuine players, because I've never seen this happening again, like the zero attacks. I've never seen this happen, which again makes me feel that these accounts are just created by the computer and not by real players. And that's again another reason why I think that some accounts are just empty and they don't do anything apart from being farms. But enough on that issue. Let's go into our own account. As you can see here, the interface for Lothlorien, we've got some pretty decent little resource fields, all level 2 or above, which pretty decent productions. Especially there's a boost from the tasks, so it's pretty decent productions. And even when going to the infrastructure, it's not fantastic, but it's decent, and we'll probably be able to develop this and get another village within a week, hopefully. And again, and also I'd like to mention is that I'm planning to just do a cluster near these two villages, Gondor and Lothlorien. I don't plan to move to any other strongholds further away because so many of the accounts in the region are inactive, so I don't really see any threat of competition. So I'm just going to stay in the area and perhaps farm them a bit. If we go into Gondor, you see there's a much more developed. We've got pretty decent infrastructure with all the military stuff, and obviously we've got a trapper now because we're playing as the goals. And I'm still not very used to being the goals. I can't build resource fields and building at the same time, which kind of just stresses me out because I'm not used to it. I think I'll get used to it eventually. Also, the troops are a bit different and the usage of resources are a bit different because of the different troops. So yeah, I'm getting used to it. It's not going too badly. It's going well. And if we're going to resource fields here as well, it's also pretty decent, level 5 or more. So yeah, that's pretty good. Just to say that the troops here, most of them are not produced by me. Most of the rules I'm using to upgrade these resource fields and infrastructure in the build inside the village center. Most of these troops actually came from the missions of my hero, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'll probably make another one when I get my third video, or when I get into an alliance. Because as you can see here in the task, I don't have an alliance, so I'll probably make another video if I do get into an alliance. So yeah, that's for today. Comment down below what you think about computer-generated accounts. Whether you agree with me that some of these accounts are not genuinely played by players. So yeah, comment what you think about that, and I'll see you next time.